Today we're making super easy curtains. Today we are making a super easy curtain for those of you who want to have a change for your curtains, or you can use these as shears, which I'll explain a little bit later once we're done with the project. But this is so easy, and it takes very little sewing or no sewing, depending upon how you want to do it. Alright, so what am I starting out with? I'm starting out with a tablecloth. The longer the tablecloth, the better. If you can get a 120-inch tablecloth, fantastic. 102-inch works just as great. But this is all you need, and it is so simple. And it then makes, a really great looking curtain with very little effort. Alright, let's get started, and I'm going to use my sewing machine because it's easier. Now, if you don't want to use a sewing machine, you could actually use heat and bond. Heat and bond is just a fusible web which you can then iron on to create a seam or some sort of seam binding. It's really that easy. Alright, let me turn on the sewing machine and we'll get started. Now, I've been sewing for years, so I'm not going to take the extra step of measuring this out and ironing down my 3-inch seam. That's all it's going to take is a 3-inch seam. You can do a less seam, but I just want to make sure that this will fit everything. And what I'd have is I have my seam just folded there. I'm going to stick this into my sewing machine. Then we're going to very slowly stitch forward. Then a locking stitch, which is just a backward stitch. And then just do a straight seam all the way down here. Once you're done, you will have a top binding. This you can use to slip your rod through it, and you have a curtain. Let's go take a look at how I did these up at my window. Up at my window, I use these more as a sheer curtain. I put them behind my heavy curtains, and it works so well. It is fall time, and in fall, it gets dark so easy. So this way, when I close the curtains, I can use it to then give me a great bit of color, and I don't have to close the heavy curtains until it gets cold. It is such an easy thing to do. And I can also have the curtains just peeking out behind our heavy curtains to give the room just a little bit more color during the daytime. Now you're saying, okay, well that's great, but so I could just go out and buy curtains this way. Now here's the other cool part about this. Because we use such a long tablecloth, I can also use this as a throw. This is also the throw that I use at the bottom of my bed. And that ties the room look together, and it sort of gives me a custom curtain because this way the whole entire look of the room is pulled together with matching curtains and a matching throw. That's something which is going to be sort of hard to find. Now you can do this without sewing, like I said. Just use some sort of hem tape and iron that on there. Just be careful of your hem tape to make sure that you are not going to burn your fabric. Here are some really cool parts about this. Because it's a tablecloth, and these are really sturdy tablecloths, they can take a lot of beating. My mom's dog loves to get up on the bed and then play around underneath the throw, and it stands up to this. If it gets dirty, I just throw it into the washing machine, and guess what? It comes out, and because these are mainly a polyester fabric, there are no wrinkles. It is that simple. You can have custom curtains in no time, really easy, and it's just very little sewing. Just a top hem, and if you want to do a bottom hem, you can do a bottom hem too. Think about that. It's so simple. Now, if you make this, let me know. You can get a hold of me on most social media at cmcolemanhome. If you have ideas that you'd like to see me do, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I hope I get to see you again next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on this channel. I love making these videos for you, and I hope I get to see you again next time.